Okay, Kako, now that we have our paper mache all dried up, now we can begin painting. So your paper mache should look like this. Yay! Okay, first things first is we're gonna make sure that we have all the tools that we need to paint our paper mache. So we're gonna need our paper mache, of course. Make sure you have your little balloon stand that we had from the last video that we made our paper mache. You're gonna want a paintbrush, scissors, your paint. So we have red paint, some water, and then you're gonna want your fish cutout. And on here, it's gonna have some instructions for this fish cutout. So go and get all your supplies and we can get started. So now that we have all of our supplies, the first thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna take our paper mache balloon and put it on our stand, okay? And the one thing that we need to keep in mind is we don't wanna pop our balloon before we start painting. We wanna pop it after. It's gonna be easier to paint on the paper mache with the balloon still inside. So let's keep our balloon blown up. So now that we have our balloon all painted, we're gonna let it dry on our balloon stand. So I'm gonna just place it right here. And while we wait for our paint to dry, I want you folks to take out this sheet of paper. Okay, and on this sheet, you'll find the instructions and you'll also find different parts of the i'a, or the fish. So first things first is we're gonna go over all the different parts of the fish. Let's start at the top. So this is gonna be the fin that's at the top of the i'a, okay? And this fin is called the dorsal fin, okay? So this dorsal fin is actually said as kuala, okay? So everybody, e ho'opili mai, repeat after me, kuala. Beautiful. Then we're gonna go here, and this is the waha of the i'a, or the mouth of the i'a. E ho'opili mai, waha. Mai kai. Then we're gonna go here, and you see these bottom fins. This is the fins that lay at the bottom of the i'a. This is the ventral fin, okay? So the ventral fin is called the kuala lalo. E ho'opili mai, kuala lalo. Mai kai. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to here. This is the fish tail, okay, or the tail fin. And this is called the peva. E ho'opili mai, peva. Mahalo. Then we're gonna go here, and we're gonna say maka. E ho'opili mai, maka. Mahalo. And this is the fish eyes. Okay, and now that we know all the parts of the fish, now we can go ahead and move on to step 2. Okay, so the second step is with scissors, please cut on the black dashed lines and on the red solid lines of the i'a fish parts. Okay, so when we cut out, I want you folks to cut along these black dashed lines just like the instructions said. Whoop. And then you're gonna follow the red solid lines, and you're gonna make sure that you keep these pieces as one whole piece, okay? And another thing that I want you guys to do is, I know the dash line ends here, but I want you guys to make little slits. I don't want you guys to make huge slits like this. I want you guys to just make little slits right here. Just right here. Like a quarter to maybe a ½ inch slit right here and right here. Okay? So this is gonna help the parts of the i'a, when you put it in the paper mache, it's gonna help it stay pa'a. It's gonna let it be stuck in there so it doesn't slip inside the paper mache or it doesn't slip outside of the paper mache. So you're gonna do that to all the different parts. So even for the lips or for the waha of the i'a, you're gonna slit it just a little bit. You don't wanna cut the waha off of this piece. Okay, you want this to be one whole piece. And then even over here, you're gonna slit just a little bit, even this one, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's get started and let's cut out our fish parts. So now we have cut all of our pieces, and in total we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 total pieces. So our next instruction is when our paint is dry, we take a knife or a scissors and slit our paper mache, and we will have 6 different slits, and that is where we will place all of our fish parts. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so if we take a look at our instructions again, it shows you how big your slits need to be on your paper mache. So for example, we have at the top of our i'a or fish, we're gonna make a 3-inch slit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and measure out all of my slits so I know exactly how much I need to cut in my paper mache. So here I go. I'm gonna measure 3 inches at the top. Perfect, so I got my 3-inch mark here, right there, and that's gonna be at the top of my fish here, so you can see that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. I should have about 6 puka in total. Okay, so now that we have our slits in our paper mache, we're gonna go ahead and stick our fins inside. So this is gonna be the peva or the tail of my i'a. Stick it in here. And then this is gonna be my kuala at the top. And then you're gonna just, you see how there's this rectangle, so this is gonna keep your fin from coming out of your paper mache. So you're gonna stick it in. Be kind of like that, and you're gonna just do the rest of your fish. So put in your kuala lalo and your lips, and then you're gonna glue the eyeballs onto the sides just like this, and there will be your paper mache i'a ornament.